What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I'm going to be taking you on a tour of the 2026 Winnebago Thrive 25 RLS. This is going to be a rear living unit with a slide. I think you guys are going to like it. We've seen other floor plans that are like this, but the Winnebago's got their own kind of little look to it. Plus, they do the molded fiberglass countertops, which are very interesting. They're a little bit more lightweight. I think they're a little bit sleeker, but my opinion doesn't really matter. It's more about what you think. So if you don't mind, drop some comments while you guys are watching the video. Big or small, they all help push me out to a new audience. And I'm trying to hit that 100,000 mark so that my wife will allow me to buy this drone that I've been eyeballing. So there you go. I'm begging for them, baby. But anyway, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes will be down in the description, along with a link for Funtown RV, so that way you can access some pricing and maybe check out a couple locations near you. But again, it's the 2026 Thrive 25 RLS. And, you know, I like this kind of, it's kind of like rear setup. You know, you got the one slide over here. What's nice about this is you do have the sofa right there, but it's a free exchange. If you'd rather have theater seating, you can order it that way as well. So whether you want kind of a pull-out, what's nice about this is an actual pull-out couch, not like your trifold. It's a real mattress, which is pretty darn neat. But you can get this or the theater seating at no different cost, whatever it is that you want to do. Just if it's not in stock, you might have to order it. You know what I mean? So flip it around, and you have your dinette. But this is not your classic dinette. It's a U shape. However, they deepened out the back so the round bellies can sit there and be comfortable. And what I really like is kind of the easy use of setting up. So right here, you see this little latch. You take it, and now you can move this thing around to create a little bit more. You can also do, I believe, left and right, and you can push it down to put it into sleeper mode as well. Your heat vent is going to be located right there with an outlet. You're also going to see some storage above with good window coverage, but you also have pull-out drawers there too as well. And they're all going to be they're a real drawer. It's an actual pull-out drawer, and they have the soft close. Dracula shades on all three of the windows, the middle one being an emergency exit. So pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. If you can't make it, you know, all the way to the door for whatever reason, you can get out right there. But hopefully, you never need to use that. So what's nice too is they use a real hard wood as well. So the finishes are like really clean. I can imagine my wife putting like a blanket or two back there. The windows open up, they're tinted. But yeah, it's a slick way to finish off the product. You know, you have from the nubs, you got kind of the open one. And then right here, you can see it's a clean, real hard wood as well. So it's not going to be just like that normal press board. It's an actual hard wood. So flip it back. What is that? That's cool. The fuse box is covered in, even that's got the soft close. You flip it around, your TV is directly across from your, in this case, sleeper sofa or your theater seating, depending on how you're doing it. But it's at a good eye shot either way. And then you see that molded, whew, that sun's killing me. You see that molded fiberglass as well. I'll show you in the sinks. It's seamless. It's pretty darn cool. Fireplace to keep you nice and roasty and toasty. On an RV this size, that's really going to be all that you need. And I would believe that you get one 15K AC, and then there is this optional for a second AC in the bedroom if you would like it. It's going to be a dump-in AC. It gets pretty chilly. That would be an 8K if you decide to go that route. Deep drawers all around. I mean, pretty darn snazzy to have that. Another window. JBL speakers here as well. So you got one right there and another one right here. So you can get this thing bumping. We all know, you know, JBL. This is a dump valve too, so if you're not going to be using the bedroom, well, disproportionately push the cool air into here, turn it into like a dump valve, and you know, you are good to go. See what we got there. 3-top burner to whip up all the fixings, and then you got an oven, you know, big enough for a maybe like a pizza or something like that. Bada bing, bada boom. You also have the recycling and the trash can here. And then, of course, again, that molded fiberglass, which I believe this is unique to them. I've never seen this before. It is nice. I did a little bit of research on it. I had watched a couple videos of them smacking the ever-living daylights out of it. And it seems to be a very nice product. Because the first thing that I thought was molded fiberglass. What happens when you're throwing dishes in there? Does it like dent or hit up? And no, that is like just pretty much a solid surface countertop. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. You also got the high-rise faucet hitting those dishes from one angle. And then you flip it back around. You got your 12-volt refrigerator, which pairs up nicely with the 200 watts of solar that comes standard on this unit. You also have the solar charge controller as well. There's also little outlets like USB Universal C too. Heat and AC there. Removable shelf for some extra hanging space if you need it. And then down here, even more pull-out drawers, and even those are going to be on the soft close. So now as we head back into the bathroom and bedroom, I know some of you guys don't like the shotgun style, but as a couples coach or a single person, I personally really like it, but every time I seem to post them, seems to be an opinion on it. But that's why you got a second door, so you don't have to get trapped by the pooper, baby. So right over here, you got yourself another molded fiberglass. Love to see that. I think it's just nice. You know, and the thing is about it is you wouldn't really think about it when you come in other than the aesthetics. But from a maintenance standpoint, there is less seals in your camper in a place that holds water. So I think that is going to be probably something that the rest of the industry will catch up to, because, you know, we've all heard those experiences of, you know, water for your camper, and it always comes where somewhere water is, obviously. So to have that, it's pretty darn nice. Right here, you got the mirror to check out the old bowling gun, baby. And then you also have, you know, your medicine cabinet, everything you need. If you've got towels, you got a place for towels, or remove it. Now you can hang some hoodies. And now we're back into the bedroom. No slide out in the bedroom, but it's nice the way that they were able to work it around on both sides to where you could still walk. As a bigger person, it's a nice feature to have. And you flat bellies around here would have a real easy time, you know, kind of getting around. So you're going to have 2 outlets, Universal C and USB down there, so perfect for your CPAPs. You also got a place for all your wife's extra books. And then, you know, any of like our hanging crystals or hanging clothes right there. That great lady has crystals everywhere. We went to Ireland. I was shocked we didn't come home with a crystal. We did come home with some Irish marble, which is considerably less expensive. So pretty stoked for that decision. So this right here is where the second AC would go. And, you know, or in this case, just a steamer stink sucker. Outlets, cable, and yeah, the same kind of storage on the other side. But drop a comment and let me know what you think. Now I'm going to head around. Oh, tankless hot water heater as well. Now I'm going to head around the outside, kind of show you where everything is. But again, if you guys have made it this far, you know, drop a comment and say hello. Because anytime I work with somebody a little bit newer, I like to make an impact for them. And the way to do that is by having more of you guys interact with my videos. So 2026 Winnebago Thrive, their new brand, the 25RLS. They also have a QR code on the door too, which is pretty cool. I'm going to have to scan that and see what all pops up. But all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, will be down in the description, along with a link for Funtown RV, so that way you can access some pricing and you know, see what it's all about in your area, see if you're interested in the thing. Now, it is a little bit bright out, so you're going to have a hard time seeing it, but this right here are going to be beads of light that run all the way up, which at night, shining like justice at the campground, making your camper easy to see. Plus, it's just cool in general. I also love that glass kind of insert there up front. You know, you can't really see out, or you can't really see in, but you can see out, which is definitely cool. The Lippert, everyone's pretty much got it now these days, but you got a power tongue jack, 2 20-pound propane bottles, along with a place where you can put up to 2 batteries if you would like, and you have your battery disconnect right here off of the A-frame. Rock guard right there, you know, nothing special there, but just to point it out, you know, you've got it, which is always nice. I also like how they're using these handles. They stick out a little further. As a guy who tours a lot of RVs, just having that to open up a little bit easier, you know, is nice. Is it a deal breaker? I don't know, but do I like it more? Yes, I do. Shows off the aluminum frame construction right here, and they have a heated basement as well. So, I mean, how cool is that? They actually have climate control here in your pass-through. It's not a forgotten area. Your 30-amp solar charge controller, again, 200 watts of solar is going to come standard on this, and I'm sure you could link probably up to 4 if you would like, just judging by, you know, most of the industry. JBL speakers were not only on the inside, they're all on the outside as well. So you can get this thing bumping down at the campground. You got the back side of your Suburban tankless on-demand hot water heater. Again, the dual axle. And then look at the awning coverage that you get. And since you don't have a slide out on this side, you can now utilize all this space, you know, if you're playing some cornhole, if you're setting up picnic tables, and you can get shade all the way. So there are some benefits there to the non-campsite slide, baby. Here up on the back, you got my little towel right there for my lens, so keeping my lens nice and clean. But more importantly, you have a bumper, a 2-inch receiver, and then you're also backup camera prepped. It's going to be a Furrion S-Vision, 4.5-inch screen that you can suction cup right onto your windshield and see what's going on behind you. You're also going to see that you have a ladder to get on top of your fully walkable roof there as well. And then even on the side skirting, you'll notice it's a little bit sleeker than most of your campers. I mean, look at that. Just looks really well put together. And Winnebago's been around for a long time. That's because I'm assuming they do things the right way. I haven't actually done a lot of work with them, which is a little bit surprising considering I've recorded thousands of RVs. I've only recorded maybe 5 Winnebagos in my life. So right here, you are eligible for a slide topper if you would like. It's a piece of awning that stretches over the top and then prevents debris from falling down on it, which is handy. It's kind of a pay-to-play thing, so that way you don't have to get up there every time and wipe it down. Sewage and waste holding tank, your dump right there. Get your black tank flush outside shower so you can get spraying off those grandkids. And then you're also going to have the back end of the pass-through storage, again, with that easy latch right there as well. They're also kind of, in a way, the slam latch doors. Right here are the couple of the specs, but again, those will be down in the description. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I hope to catch you next time. Again, this is the 2026 Thrive 25 RLS. My name is Hunter. Have a great day. See you.